Right, welcome back. Today we're going to be tackling the headlights. I'm going to be taking off these ugly old things. Look at that, just falls apart. I'm going to be taking these off and I'm going to replace them with LED pods that are going to look like that. Boom. Look how sweet those look. It's ugly. So I'm going to figure out how to mount them. We're going to take this off. We're going to take a look at it, see what our options are. We don't have a lot of hardware, but we do have these that came with it. Worst case scenario, I'll just weld it on and we'll go from there. But it's gonna be super easy. Once we get past that, it's just red and black, and you just hook them up to the wiring harness that's right there. And yep. Cool. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this headlight, which is just it looks like an 8mm bolt right there. And it's gonna have a 10mm on this side, right there. So we're gonna take this housing off, and then we're gonna see what our options are as far as mounting the new one. Got the headlight off, and like I was saying, it's just the one bolt. Just take that out like that, pops right off. Sits in there like that. Boom. All right. So what I'm doing right now is actually just cleaning up the wiring a little bit. What I did was, because the wires are kind of short already, instead of, I'm going to use these, but I'm going to use these on the other end, on the pod end. What I did on this end was, for instance, this connector here, I just took the connections off. I used the pick tool, and I just pulled the pins out, like that. And then what I did was I just reconnected them, made sure that they were tight, and then I just put heat shrink over it, just like that. So it gives me a little extra wire to play with. And what I'm gonna do is trim these at this end, and then use the crimp connectors. And then I'll use that to connect the wires there. But what I'm gonna do for the light, I'm gonna actually just end up welding it, but I'm gonna end up placing that in there like that, and then I'm gonna squeeze these two tabs together. I'm gonna squeeze them together, get them a little bit closer. I'm gonna grind it all down so it's bare metal. And then what I'm gonna end up doing is actually just welding that in place like that. So it'll be right there, and then the light will still be adjustable, and I can adjust it down or so forth. But I'm gonna adjust it in a way that it'll be level from the get-go. All right, got the connectors on there, got them crimped, nice and clean. Got those. Let's go ahead and test it. Turn the ignition on. And I got my headlight switch right now. Boom. Got a working headlight. Now that we know that the wiring is good, time to get it welded on, get the mounting bracket on there. I got it prepped up a little bit, just exposed some bare metal. I did it on the sides as well right there. And then same thing on the mounting hardware here. It's not perfect, but I don't really care. Got my handy dandy Harbor Freight welder. We're gonna go ahead and mount that on there. Ooh, that baby's on there. Just to clarify, I'm not a welder, nor do I pretend to be one. I actually just needed a couple little tack welds. It's on there pretty good. And I'm yanking on that guy and it's not moving. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. Here's the finished product. Not completely finished. Still need to zip tie these wires down somewhere. And I obviously got to paint all that so it doesn't rust. That baby's on there though, and it is not moving. I'm happy with how it came out. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want to roast my welding, leave it in the comments. Have a good day.